Ladies and gentlemen, get ready for the romance you believe to be ideal, which has just been dragged through the Bronx. Papoose stood tall for 12 long years, the epitome of loyalty, the ride-or-die husband who kept Remy Ma in check through late-night Twitter tirades, industry feuds, and a prison sentence. But his world simply fell apart today. Collision, because it's not a song, a diss tune, or a cunning direct message that was recently leaked. It's a kid, a daughter who is hidden. And now for the shocking revelation. Papoose is not her other parent. It's not a man at all. It is purportedly Remy's ex-girlfriend, a female rapper from the days when mixtapes were still being released on CDs. You heard correctly. Remy's mother might have been leading a double life while the rest of the world was celebrating black love. One that involved romance, a child she never disclosed to Papoose, and secrecy. Now, the truth is emerging through anonymous leaks, DNA testing, and rumors that this unidentified girl could be the next big thing in rap with the swagger of her girlfriend and Remy's bars. This is more than just a scandal, so hold on tight, family. The first tremor is already being felt, and this is a hip-hop earthquake. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the controversy that everyone should have seen coming, but no one did. We all remember Remy Ma as the Bronx-bred lyricist who endured jail time, spit bars like bullets, and emerged stronger, wealthier, and perhaps a little more reclusive than we thought. Of course, there is Papoose, who almost completely changed the definition of loyalty. Similar for 6 years. He kept her in check while she served her term, wrote letters, paid weekly visits, and popularized the hashtag Black Love. He even waited for her to get home before consummating their marriage. However, it seems that Remy was concealing a whole child while he was penning poetry and purchasing ring improvements. But not just any child, a 12-year-old daughter. Here's the catch, though. She is the other parent. Yes, a reputedly well-known female rapper on the scene underground in the 2000s. How about a plot twist like that? Remy and this woman were more than just buddies, according to unnamed sources, including a relative who used to roll blunts during their studio sessions. Before Remy was imprisoned, they shared a home. Their close relationship usually indicates that they were doing more than just making music. And now, after all these years, the same relative has revealed something shocking on social media. "Y'all are not ready for this tea," was written as the caption on a grainy photo of a preteen girl. The second post, which showed a side-by-side comparison of young Remy in her battle rap days and this girl, the same eyes, the same smirk, the same cocky stance, came with the audio. An old voicemail purportedly from Remy herself, discussing keeping things low for the baby's safety, mentioning a she in the parental context, and referring to someone named Ka as our little one, KMA. Who is Ka? I never wanted to do this, but since the name went viral faster than a leaked diss track, the conspiracy machine went into overdrive. At first, people believed it was a hoax. But then a woman claiming to be Remy's ex appeared on TikTok, and boy, did she have receipts. Her name is Lady Flames, and she's a rough-voiced rapper from Brooklyn who never quite made it out of the underground circuit. But in her 4-minute live, she dropped enough bombshells to destroy a career. The biggest revelation was that Remy was artificially inseminated, and they planned it together. This is where it gets messy. Yes, Rem and I were together. Yes, we were in love. And yes, that's my daughter too. She said she and Remy were together for almost 4 years, trying to create a legacy before Remy's sentence interrupted their plans. Let that sink in. It means that Remy Ma may have been carrying another woman's child. A child she never acknowledged publicly. A child she never introduced to the world. To make matters worse, Lady Flames claims that Papoose met the child once at a family cookout back in 2016. But Remy told him it was her goddaughter. Remy got pregnant before prison, had the child in secret, and never told Papoose despite the fact that they were married while she was serving her sentence. The internet is going crazy because Remy Ma paraded around for years as a changed woman who was all about loyalty, truth, and family values. But this entire chapter of her life was hidden away like an unreleased mixtape. People are now calling out the hypocrisy. One fan tweeted, "Remy really said conceal." Avoid feeling. Don't act as though she was Frozen's Elsa. After that, someone else shared a side-by-side photo of Papoose in love against Papoose. The news caption? He waited for 6 years while she was secretly raising a family. And dude, if you need assistance, blink twice. Papoose has been completely silent while social media is in meltdown mode, but insiders say he's devastated. A source close to the couple claims that he discovered the news online, just like the rest of us, after seeing the TikTok, voicemail, and picture. He hasn't spoken to anyone for 2 days. And really, who can blame him? Because when you think about it, this isn't just a cheating scandal. It's a betrayal layered in lies, time, and parenthood. He has taken the stage in interviews and even podcasts for 12 years, discussing how Remy changed him, how they had a daughter together, whom he thought was their only child. And now, boom, another child, another parent, and an entire other relationship. However, this is where it gets even more suspicious. There is allegedly no official birth certificate filed under Remy Ma's legal name with a daughter born in the same year, which has led to new questions. Did she use a false identity? Was the birth private, using a home birth doula? Or did someone in her circle purposefully hide the documents? Some fans believe the whole thing was staged as a contingency plan in case her career took a nosedive after prison, while others claim it was just love messy. Complex love that took a turn for the worse when the world got involved. Regardless, one thing is certain, Remy Ma's legacy has undergone a significant change. But before we get into that, let's take a quick look back, because in order to fully grasp how deep this goes, we need to go back to the beginning. Back to the studio days. Late nights in the Bronx, battle rap ciphers, and a mysterious woman with cornrows who was once a story of resiliency and redemption. We're only scratching the surface because, while everyone is focused on the daughter, nobody is asking who the biological father is. And believe me, when that name drops, it will completely upend the entire industry. Is always 2 steps behind Remy, but never on the mic. Next, let's talk about the woman at the center of this collapsing circus, Lady Flames. She was the co-parent, the alleged ex, and the silent partner in Remy Ma's double life. While most people might not recognize her name, those involved in the New York underground battle scene did. She was that gritty, bar-heavy Brooklyn lyricist who never quite in the early 2000s. Lady Flames and Remy Ma were inseparable, according to those who knew them at the time. They rolled together, hit shows together, and occasionally even wore matching Tim Hortons on stage. Not because she lacked talent, but because she refused to play the game. She had no stylists, no label, no sellout moves, and perhaps, just possibly, no room for her name next to Remy Ma's once Remy started getting serious about her brand. Fans are unearthing old footage with fresh eyes now that the secret is out. One clip from a 2005 cypher, in which Flames passes Remy the mic and winks, while Remy calls her "my ride or die" on camera, has gone viral. It looks scandalous now, but the best part is that Lady Flames claimed in her most recent live stream that their relationship ended the moment Remy Ma was arrested. Remy told me bluntly, "I'm going to prison." Not because of the charges, but because she decided to put her public persona ahead of their child. I can't appear weak out here. Right now, I can't have people assuming I'm a mother or gay. Everything I've built will be ruined. Let that sink in. She allegedly put her reputation before her relationship and her baby. Lady Flames claims that once Remy left and immediately embraced Papoose, she was instructed to keep quiet for the benefit of all parties. However, she has now stopped remaining silent because Flames claims that Papoose was aware of it. Yes, he allegedly discovered it in 2016 but decided to conceal it to preserve their reputation. At the time, Rhee's career was taking off after LHHNA. The BET Awards were approaching, and they were negotiating deals for Black Love branding. A scandal like this would have destroyed their reputation. And guess what? Fans are unearthing interviews from 2016 in which Papoose avoids questions about children. Is it coincidence or guilt showing through when Papoose abruptly changes the subject or falters? when asked about parenthood outside of Remy's daughter. Fans are now focusing on his expression in a widely shared Breakfast Club interview tape when Charlemagne asks, "Would you ever raise another man's child if Remy had one?" If that doesn't seem strange, it gets wilder. A stolen document purportedly from a private family court petition has appeared on Reddit. Papoose merely laughs uneasily. No response, just vibrations. Fans are now speculating that Lady Flames tried to keep visitation with the daughter but was gradually cut off as Remy built her new public life with Papoose. This would mean that not only was the child allegedly hidden, but the other mother may have been purposefully removed from her life. This leads us to the daughter herself, whose name, if we follow Flames' version, is Ka. She is 12 years old, loves rap, and has already been released from prison. She's good. Like disturbingly good. Fans are already calling her baby Remy with Jotawaya attitude after she posted freestyles on TikTok under the handle @Kaforial. Her most recent freestyle was released a few days after the story went viral. And in the lyrics, she drops a bar that sent chills down the timeline. "Keep it low, mama told me. I have a lot of views now. I always knew, but you guys only recently found out. Pardon me?" One fan commented, "Remy's really out here raising the next female rap goat in secret, like she's Professor X, and this is X-Men Academy. So she knows. She's known the entire time. Has she been observing Remy Ma live a public life pretending she didn't exist while honing her skills in the shadows? Kemma simply dealt more damage with a single freestyle than Nicki did with Red Ruby," someone else wrote. Behind the scenes, a tempest is building while fans are making jokes. The group led by Remy Ma has entered complete mode of damage control. According to sources, her public relations staff is contacting gossip blogs in an attempt to stop the story by threatening legal action for defamation and falsified papers. But really, wouldn't she have gone live by now if this were a fake? However, there was no message, no silence, and not even a denial. The same thing, Papoose. No cryptic tweets, no passive-aggressive memes, no Instagram lives, just quiet. As you are already aware, in the world of celebrities, silence usually indicates that I have been caught. Here are the facts that we are certain of, or at least what Flames says. CA, the daughter, was secretly born just before Ray was imprisoned. Remy and Flames co-parented her until Remy was imprisoned. For the following few years, Flames reared her largely by herself. Papoose reportedly informed KMA she was only a goddaughter when they first met. Following Remy's release, she severed her relationship with Flames and separated from the child. The 12-year-old child has begun using her music as a medium for communication. The worst part is still to come. The young woman desires to meet her biological father. Yes, it is the next destination for this catastrophe. Flames was candid about co-parenting, but she never identified the donor. So now her followers are out to get her. Some think it's a well-known DJ in New York, while others speculate it could be a producer who collaborated with Remy back in 2007. According to one TikTok, she intends to release the real video of Flames at a sperm bank shortly. Naturally, all of this might be online. The flames are getting hotter, yet there is smoke, and this is what we're all interested in. Why now? After 12 years, why is this being leaked now? As for Flames' last line of the live, she expressed it best herself. Perhaps it's time for the world to meet the daughter they attempted to hide if they continue to act as though we aren't real. That's not a threat. Phew. A proclamation that is. According to reports, Love and Hip Hop producers are now contacting Flames for a storyline. In just 48 hours, Kima's TikTok gained 80K new followers. And because it's no longer simply about the daughter, Papoose's crew has disabled comments. It has to do with family treachery, brand deals, and reputation. What comes next? Since we're delving into the fallout in part 3, that's where we pick it up next. Lawsuits, DNA testing, brand collapse. And what happens when a 12-year-old with Remy Ma's genes begins speaking out without a public relations team to silence her? Thus, now that the dust is kicking up and Remy Ma's flawless image is crumbling like a fake Birkin, let's discuss what happens when everyone is choked by the smoke. Because this is no longer merely a delicious hip-hop scandal. This is becoming a serious crisis. Individual, occupational, and potentially legal. First, let's talk about Papoose. He held the title of hip-hop's most devoted man for more than 10 years. His songs were about dedication. He appeared on reality shows about Black love. He was even scheduled to appear on panels for relationships. Panels, indeed. His silence suddenly resounds more loudly than gunfire in a hushed Bronx alley. He's totally caught off guard, according to people close to him. They claim that he was truly unaware of the whole truth, and that learning about it from blogs and TikTok videos has embarrassed him. They claim that he discovered the daughter's existence on the same day that the general public did. The worst part is still to come. According to reports, Papoose and Remy were negotiating for a new bet reality show, a family-focused documentary showcasing their lives after LHY, the development of their daughter, and the longevity of their love story. The show was canceled. According to reports, the network shut down within 24 hours following the disclosure. Sponsors abandoned the event. Deals for brands are frozen. Quietly, speaking engagements were canceled. Because, let's face it, the whole Black love thing falls apart faster than a Dollar Tree wig in the rain. If you're preaching loyalty while hiding a child you had with your ex-girlfriend, additionally, it's no longer solely about appearance. The former girlfriend who came forward as a whistleblower, Lady Flames, has apparently engaged a family lawyer. Not just any attorney, but one with a reputation for resolving well-known custody cases involving LGBTQ+ people in New York. Early reports indicate that Flames wants to formally become Kima's co-parent. Translation: she is seeking full custody, legal status, or visitation. And Remy remained quiet. No quote, no video, no press release, just well-planned social media updates that act as though nothing is wrong. She is reportedly in a panic behind closed doors, according to insiders. Ka has become a lightning rod, not just because of the flaming problem. She is 12 years old. A second freestyle was dropped by her. It was aimed toward Remy. The bars were personal in addition to being crisp. Silence for 12 years. You guys want to discuss now? While you all shone on the street, you kept me hidden in the shadows. Claimed that I was in error. All you have now is me. I am the truth you forgot and the secret you buried. Like wildfire. Those lines spread. Before CA even released a mixtape, fans began referring to her as the next female GOAT. People are already cheering for her to emerge as the unvarnished voice of a new generation and the anti-industry princess. She's what I believe Spice believes she is. One YouTube commenter wrote, and although the memes are amusing, the story is becoming serious. Kima's page is going viral. Interview requests are pouring in. Rumor has it that she is in negotiations with a major podcast for a sit-down. Furthermore, if she talks openly, honestly, and publicly about her childhood, the lies, the loneliness, and the pain, Remy Ma's entire public legacy could be destroyed. What was once a tale of resiliency, redemption, and rebirth could soon turn into a warning about fame, ego, and abandonment. The internet is waiting for that clip like it's a Drake versus Kendrick round 3. While fans are going crazy trying to piece everything together, was this all a long game? Was Flames silenced for PR reasons? Was it a conversation between Remy and Lady Flames in a quiet backstage hallway that was supposed to air but was cut by VH1? In it, Ray whispers something emotional, and Flames walks away in tears. Really kept out of the public eye to protect a brand. 3 theories are currently dominating conversation. First, Papoose might leave for good. According to those close to him, he's devastated. He's staying in a different apartment, processing everything. Or Remy Ma might go public soon with a well-planned lie, a gentle apology, or perhaps even a staged reunion with Ka and Papoose. Third, Ka might become completely independent. A YouTube video, a full-length disc, or worse. I sit down with a blogger that reveals everything. No PR, no edits. Just the truth from a child who is old enough to understand. What was done and brave enough to speak at hand. This isn't just about one child. It's about identity, about a woman who advocated for openness and growth while concealing one of the most significant aspects of her life, about an ex who was erased, and about a man who waited years for a woman who might never have been honest with him. Some fans say they're waiting for Flames to release a memoir, with the suggested title already being floated being Bars, Betrayal, and Baby Ka. If Kima's real father is still Ka. If Kima's real father is unknown, could it be a well-known person? A DJ, a producer, a rapper? One TikToker claims she's discovered audio from a studio session where Flames mentions the donor. If that clip is released, this scandal will reach a whole new level. One blogger even suggested that Flames is sitting on Voice. If even half of this is true, then how long can Remy Moss remain silent? Because silence in this case doesn't look classy. It looks guilty. And the longer she doesn't say anything, the louder the internet gets, and the louder KMA gets. This 12-year-old girl hasn't had media training. She hasn't signed a non-disclosure. And it's obvious that she has bars for days and emotions she's just starting to express. It only takes one interview to ruin a well-cultivated reputation. And we all know how quickly things can go wrong in this field. If you were Papoose, would you leave the woman you loved for lying about having a child? Or would you stay for the sake of legacy? If you were Remy, would you come clean and put the pieces back together? Or would you double down and hope that everything goes away? And if Ka were Papoose, would she remain in the background or use this story isn't over? In fact, it's just getting started. Leave your thoughts in the comments because we're watching this unfold in real time, and your opinion matters. It's not just a scandal anymore. It's a test of character and a window into what happens when secrets grow up and the thing you tried to hide becomes louder than the thing you try to protect. Because if you want more crazy exposés, industry secrets, and celebrity truth bombs, hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on your notifications. Let us know below whether you think QA is the next big female MC, and if black love is officially a lie. We do more than simply drink at celebrities' lives. We spill every last drop of the